Hello everyone and welcome to the Dragon Code. In this video we are going to look at pointers. Before moving on pointers, you should know how variables are stored in memory. In memory, instead of variable names, there are memory addresses and values. So each variable has its memory address, which is location in memory. And you can see that memory address using referencing operator ampersand. I will declare some variable and then I will print its address. So I need to use referencing operator in front of variable name. And now when I run this code, memory address of this variable is printed. Now we can move on pointers. What are pointers? Pointers are special kind of variables which stores memory addresses, unlike regular variables which stores values. Pointers stores memory addresses of another variables. Pointers also have data types, and that data type must be the same as data type of variable from which pointer stores memory address. When you're declaring pointer variable, you need to put asterisks between data type and pointer name. Okay, let's declare one pointer. It will have integer data type. I need to put asterisks. I will give it name, and then it will store address of num variable. I cannot store values because pointers only store addresses. And now I can print a value of this pointer. So this is value of this pointer, which is memory address of this num variable. So pointer holds address of variable, but you can also get value from it by dereferencing pointer, and you do that with asterisk operator. And now when I run this code, I will print value of this variable. So because pointer stores address of certain variable, you can always access value of that variable with that pointer. You can also change value of variable with pointer. I will write pointer name and I will dereference it, and now I will assign it another value and I will print this after changing value. And you can see now this variable has another value. And printing this is same like printing variable name. So because value is changed, when I print this, it will also be 75. You can also use pointers in functions to pass variables by reference. I will declare one void function and I will call it change. It will have one pointer as input parameter, and now I will dereference that pointer and assign it some value. And now I will call that function. It is change, and because it takes pointers as input parameter and pointers only store addresses, I need to pass address of this variable. And now after that I will print num variable, and let's see what will happen. So value of this num variable is changed to 45. What did happen here? I passed address of this variable. That address was stored in pointer, and then value on that memory address was changed. You can also use pointers to manipulate arrays. I will declare one array and I will assign it values, and then I will print array name. What is that address? That address is address of the first element in array. So I will also print address of first element in array. It is array index 0, and I need to put ampersand to print its address. And now when I run this code, you can see that those two addresses are the same. So let's print memory addresses of elements in this array. It will have a length of 5, and I will print addresses of each element. Let's now run this code. Those are addresses of array elements. Addresses in memory has 16 hexadecimal numbers, and each address is incremented by 4. So it is here 8, and then when 4 is added, it is 12. In hexadecimal, it's C, and then again when 4 is added, it is 16. So this is 0, and 1 is added to the another digit. You can also increment and decrement pointers, and best way to show that is with array. So because array identifier stores memory address of the first element, I can store it in the pointer. I will declare pointer and I will store address of the first element in array. Okay, now I will increment this pointer and I will dereference it. Let's run this code. And now second element is printed. So with incrementing pointer, I move to the next memory location. So it is memory address of the second element in array. I can also increment it by 3. So now it is the fourth element of array. And after that I can decrement it by 2 and print it again. So it is first fourth element and then it is second element. With pointers you can also pass array in a function. I will write function that prints array. It will have pointer as input parameter and also size. And with for loop, which will have length of given size, I will print value on given memory location, which is first element of array, and then I will move to the next memory location, which is next element in array. Let's try this function. So it is print array. I need to pass array and size. And let's now run this code. It prints all elements in array. And the last thing I'm going to cover in this video are reference variables. To declare reference variable, you need to put ampersand between data type and variable name. And I will assign num variable to this reference variable. So with reference variable, you create reference to the existing variable, in this case to this num variable. And to see the difference, I will create another, but in this case, value variable. And I will also assign it num variable. Let's print those three variables, num, num2, and num3. And when I run this code, you can see that the value of all three variables are 5. But to really see difference between value variables and reference variables, I need to print their addresses. So I will just here add ampersands to print addresses. And let's now run this code. And as you can see, addresses of first and second variable are same, while address of the third variable is different. So both num and num2 variables points to the same variable, to the same memory location. So now we have two variables that points to the same memory location. So if I change value of num2, also num variable will change because it is same memory location. And let's print this to see how it works. And now you can see, although I changed value of num2 variable, num variables is also changed. This is all for this video. If you like this video and want more videos like this, press like button and subscribe, and see you next time.